Yeah, Jerry, I appreciate it. You know, as you filled everyone in last week, we always take, excuse me, wow. We always try to take it up a notch, and you know, we set a pretty high bar last couple of weeks ago. So this one, I'm trying to get as close as I can to that. So the real core of this tour is that, as you know, the author of the Vatican Cookbook, Tom Kelly, follows your broadcast. And Tom and I have been kicking about that we wanted to get him over there, and so the core of that tour is we're going to go into Italy just before Holy Week. We're going to spend 2 nights in Venice. Of course, we'll go about the canals in Venice. We're going to Florence for a great winery dinner. A number of them, as a matter of fact. We're going to have a special picnic as we're out in the countryside. And then really the last 2 nights are the author, the Pope chef, David Geiser, who is with Tom, the author.
I had him on the program here.
You did, yeah, you did. I appreciate that. He's actually going to join us on Saturday and spend time with the group, and he'll go about with the group shopping for the dinner that night, and he'll have the hotel staff prepare.
Sorry about that, Tim.
Jerry,
Go ahead.
I understand the importance of paying the bills around here, and Discount Drug Mart is a great client of ours.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, they're doing a major promotion with us starting in a couple of weeks, tied to Vaughan and our tour next June. But anyways, so the real star on this one is both Tom Kelly and David Geiser. Geiser was Pope Benedict's chef when he was in the Swiss Guard. He is considered one of the hottest chefs in the continent. He's got a Michelin-starred restaurant in Zurich, and he does a bit of experimental stuff, so it's all cutting edge. But that night, he's going to be taking one of the meals that Pope Benedict considers his favorite. He'll have the hotel staff prepare it, and what he'll do is he'll spend that evening with us and our guest, eating the dinner with us, going through it. Of course, you'll be able to ask him questions, spend a good bit of time with him and Tom, and of course they will autograph personally the cookbook for you as a memento of it.
So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If I am on this tour, and if I'm sitting at a table, and he asks a question, I'm going to say, "Where's the spuds?"
Yeah, I don't know that the Swiss are big on eating the spuds, but I'm sure he can set up something more creative for you.
If you don't, you can't have a dinner without potatoes.
Well, I guarantee you that if it'll be the best spud you've ever had if Geiser is creating it. So you can count on that. But it really should be a great day. And the following day after the dinner with Chef Geiser is Palm Sunday. And as you guys know, that is really the kickoff to Easter week. The Pope will come into the square and, of course, have Mass, a blessing of the palms, and the procession. So the folks will have the advantages of really great culinary tour of Italy. For those who enjoy their wine, of course, we'll have some of the great wineries in the Florence, Tuscany area. And then finally, like I said, the last 2 days, dinner with the Pope chef, and then the next day the Pope and the Mass for Palm Sunday. Pretty exciting portion of the Italy tour, and as luck would have it for me, the week leading into that also butts up against St. Patrick's Day, Jerry. So those like JC and I were just talking about, JC's going to come on us on this trip, and he's going to start out the trip with a blessing at the Guinness Storehouse. And St. Patrick's Day is actually...
We're not letting them in.
Yeah. We've got friends, Jerry, even more powerful than you. I'm sure the ambassador will make sure that you get in. But that Sunday, before the folks in Cleveland join us for Italy, it's actually St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to go in Friday night on our direct flight, of course, and we'll be in Dublin on the 16th, 17th, and 18th will be a day of recovery that Monday. And then that Monday we'll get up and meet everyone in Florence. So if you've ever wanted to enjoy St. Patrick's Day in Dublin, this is, and I've been blessed to do it twice, this would be a great opportunity because it'll be on the front end of what is going to be an awesome tour.
Dates again?
Yeah, so...
Leave Cleveland when?
Yeah, so we're leaving Cleveland on the main tour going into Italy. We'll leave on March 18th on the direct flight from Cleveland. We'll go into Venice, and then
when do we leave Cleveland? we're going to Dublin first, right?
Yeah. So yeah, if you're
all
if you're on that, yeah, it is really all part of it. But for those who really just want to do the Italy, we can break that off. But for those who want the whole 9 nights with Dublin and St. Patrick's Day, we will be leaving Friday, March 15th. So we'll get in there on Saturday the 16th. The 17th, I will have grandstand seats for you guys at the front end of the parade this
Is it
time.
Sunday this year?
It is going to be Sunday in 2024, yeah, St.
okay,
Patrick's Day.
okay.
So what we want to make sure of, they've got great grandstand seating over by the square, Parnell Square, I think it is, right? Is that where it is? Collins Square?
No, O'Connell Street, I think.
O'Connell Street is
I
where
think they
it
have
kicks
the parade,
off.
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll set you up with grandstand seats, so you'll have guaranteed seats. You'll have the ability to have access to facilities, which is critically important. And since it's at the front of the parade, after the parade passes, you'll be able to get into the Temple Bar District before the Garda shut it down, which they will probably end up doing around 3 o'clock their time.
So it begins on Friday, the 15th. You leave here, fly to Dublin, spend 3 days in Dublin, and then Monday morning or Monday you head off for Italy.
Yeah. We'll catch up with the rest of the folks who weren't on the front end of it. We'll meet them in Venice, and we'll start the Italy portion of the
You
tour.
think there'll be some people who will not take the Irish part, they'll just take the Italian part?
No, I mean, look, we always have flexibility from that standpoint. So even those who want to spend even more than the 6 nights in Italy, we've got enough time that I could arrange for a couple extra nights in Italy if you want. But I really do think that the way this one's set up, I think everyone's going to be with us from the start to finish. So from Dublin, St. Patrick's Day to Palm Sunday. I know it seems a bit irreverent to say it that way as I'm looking at JC. But yeah, so I would really encourage all 9 nights.
So you would like people not to make, is there any way they can contact you to talk about this?
Yeah, you know what? You can always reach me at 216-210-0828. And we'll actually have the website set up. I have to make sure my webmaster is your webmaster, Sam White. Great webmaster. He has his own company if anyone's interested in any small business owners. Sam is really great. I'll have it posted up later this week. So the best way to reach me would be the 216-210-0828 number.
Very good. Okay, Tim, that's so we'll be talking about this in the coming weeks and months, and Tom Kelly will be talking about it on his program also, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Tom will be giving even more highlights in the ensuing weeks. We really do want to encourage people to get on. This one is going to sell out, and we know it's going to sell fast. Matter of fact, a number of our guests that were with us in June are planning on going with it on the Italy one. So.
You know, one of the great challenges for the old-time Irish that I knew years ago was how many pints of Guinness you could drink at one setting. We're going to see Kelly, 10 pints at the Guinness Storehouse, right? That's the challenge.
Yeah, it'll actually, as strong as his Irish heritage is, this will be his first time on Irish soil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's looking forward to it.
Oh, okay. Here's Flat and Scruggs.